the fools bind themselves. When you dwell, you bind yourself. When you follow thoughts, you bind yourself. When you follow words, you bind yourself. When you follow actions, you bind yourself. When you follow what you see, you bind yourself. When you follow what you hear, you bind yourself. When you follow feelings, you bind yourself. When you follow desires, you bind yourself. When you hold fixed views, you bind yourself. When you cling to defined forms, you bind yourself. When there is right and wrong, you bind yourself. When there is a beginning and an end, you bind yourself. When there is cause and effect, you bind yourself. When you insist on doing things a certain way, you bind yourself. When there is yesterday, today, and tomorrow, you bind yourself. When there is here and there, you bind yourself. When there is foolishness and wisdom, you bind yourself. When there are Buddhas and sentient beings, you bind yourself. When there is mind and true nature, you bind yourself.